Well, good day once again, Jason Haines here from QPL Rural here in Tickawarra and Narendra with another edition of the Haines Report, your rural property update. Well, another week's gone by and there's certainly been more talk around this week about frost damage, particularly right over into South Australia and Western Australia, as we're relying on those areas to produce grain for this season. For those who are interested, there was some very good information come out of the Department of Primary Industries on salvaging crops for fodder, grain or grazing, with a cost calculator process there. Those podcasts will be up in the newsletter, so look for that section and head there if you'd like further information, but well worth your time when we're all making big decisions. Now let's start off with water this week. Both the Murray and the Murrumbidgee systems are sort of trading around that 340, 345 mark at the moment. There is a little bit of upwards pressure on price as, again, the Murray system's seeing zero allocation. Now, the announcement of the deal to use MIL assets to bypass the Barmah choke, or at least help with downstream flows, will see some parity develop in years to come between Murray 10 and Murray 11 zones that were previously divided by the choke. In permanent trades this week, we're seeing Murray 10 and Murray 11 are still around that $18.50 plus mark, while the Murrumbidgee is trading around $2,100 plus. With livestock markets this week, we are seeing more and more livestock flood onto the markets, with another big yarding in Wagga this week. At the time of recording, the Eastern Young Cattle Indicator was sitting at 502.5. The National Trade Lamb Indicator had slipped down to 781, and the mutton job's still fairly strong at 504 cents per kilo carcass weight. In rural property this week, Wednesday saw the sale down at Berrigan of the Rothy May and Ravenswood under auction conditions. This property sold for approximately $2,080 an acre. This is good irrigation country close to Berrigan and reinforces the demand for this type of country at the moment. Now, this will play out well with our red Plain Aggregation coming to a final on its expressions of interest next Friday, the 28th at 5 o'clock. Now, if you haven't done already, I do encourage you to have a look at this property. It is very, very well set out and has good opportunity for those looking for forage production at the moment, good reliable forage production, to step into the irrigation space with summer cropping with cotton and corn, or indeed shore up a winter cropping enterprise where you can irrigate in and out of the season and shore up those 5 to 6 tonne to the hectare yields. Now, this red Plain Aggregation is approximately 3,600 acres, but it can be split up into its 4 components, being red Plain, Wanneroo, Sandford and Zenor. Each property has its own features, but this is a first-class operation which includes an 80-hectare centre pivot and a 200-hectare lateral on Wanneroo. If you haven't done so already, give me a call and we'll book an inspection. Now, as this drought tightens up, I do want to once again mention Tickawarra. There is a recent silage cut out there. It's sitting on good water. There's an 800 cow feed pad sitting on Tickawarra, and it is a good operation with reliable forage production, and you just won't find this around at the moment. You need to give me a call today. This could shore up your whole breeding or fattening operation. You don't have to look at this property as being a dairy, but there aren't many properties around that have feed on hand, a good bulk of feed going forward, have the facilities to feed it out where you won't be wasting anything, and good reliable water for stock. With livestock prices where they are at the moment, there's opportunity here to be had, and you might as well have it. As I mentioned in previous weeks, we also do have Amaroo right there on the irrigation way, halfway between Griffith and Leeton. This is very good summer cropping country with 11 outlets off the MIL channel and some very good soils that the area is well known for. Again, Amaroo could shore up your forage production area, but it also could be the basis for an irrigated cropping enterprise that can shore up an existing dryland operation. Don't underestimate this property and its capacity to produce feed or summer crop. There's opportunity here once again. Now, also don't forget everyone, we do have that expressions of interest closing on our Zone 2 water. If you haven't already got your expressions of interest in, here's your reminder, the 5th of October is the last day. Get it into me today, otherwise you will forget and you could miss out. That's approximately 3,000 megalitres of Zone 2 groundwater that can be leased for up to 5 years. With the water job where it is at the moment, you cannot afford to miss out. Now, as always, if you'd like any more information, people, on any one of our properties we've got listed here today, we've got a fair bit going on. Please give me a call at any time on 0488 594 450. There is still very, very strong demand for property out there at the moment. I literally had yesterday another order for up to 3 dryland operations, so with a quick settlement. So if you're sitting on land at the moment, you're wondering what to do going forward, there is still strong demand for rural property out there, and I do encourage you to give me a call. Now, I look forward to catching up with you all again next week. Cheers.